All right, here we go. Bring it in. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to my black table. Give me 5. Come on now. Don't be shy. Hey, that rhymes. One of my most watched video actually happens to be the Snoop Dogg Ramen recipe, which was great. I actually liked it very much. Unfortunately, however, some of my dear subscribers, which I love and thank very much, have mentioned that the ramen I have made was too soupy. All right. So I just want to clarify something real quick and then get to the better version or the requested version of the ramen. In Asia, ramen, as you can see right here, this is the made product. It's very soupy. And the reason why that is because Asians love broth. You know, if you go to noodle shop, you know, ramen restaurants or, rice noodle restaurants, you'll see that most of the noodles are very, very soupy because Asians love our broth. And also, one of the major reasons of eating ramen in Korea actually happens to be that ramen is used as a hangover cure because, you know, Koreans do drink a lot.
I drank another beer, 3 beers, 4 beers.
So that is why I'm in the habit, as a Korean, I'm in the habit of making my ramen soupy. And I didn't really think otherwise. But I did experience how a lot of noodles were made in less soup. I don't know if that makes sense, but not very soupy during my time in the United States. So that's what I'm going to be attempting today. And I've tried this recipe a couple more times ever since I made the Snoop video, and they all came out pretty great, so I think you're going to like it. The ramen that I'm going to be using, this is called kokgoyeon, which means, well, koko is the sound that chicken makes, like cock-a-doodle-doo, or cock, pause.
What is that?
So this is chicken-flavored noodle soup, or soup noodle. We need our beef jerky. Definitely got the slice of cheese. What happened to my voice? I actually used Doritos earlier, but one of my dear subscribers told me that maybe trying it with a hot spicy chip would make it more flavorful. So I got myself a hot chip. You look at the size of this packet here, and then you open it up and you only get like half of what you thought you bought. So these beef jerkies are pretty much already cut in pieces. Just gonna slice these a little further. Like Snoop said, that's how I do. I make it rain. Shout out to the king. These bring out very good flavor for the broth, which again, we're not gonna use. So I'm gonna dump this in, bam. And then, going to be adding water. Enough water to cook the noodles. And then, flame on. All right, so now you see how the water is boiling. And as you can see, these beef jerkies have turned its color a little bit. I like to do it this way because later on the jerkies will soften up and it will be easier to eat it. All right, and I'm going to be putting in my flakes right here because these need a bit of a cooking as well. I'm going to be putting in the noodles. Now here's the difference of how these are cooked in the different countries that I was in. In Korea, with this much amount of water, we actually do put in the soup seasoning within so we can actually enjoy the broth together. But then in the United States, what usually happens is that the noodles get cooked first, and then when it's done, in the end, I've seen people add in the seasoning powder in it to flavor it. It works pretty much both ways, work pretty well. In this case, however, since I'm not going to be using the entire broth, and I'm not going to make this soupy, so I'm going to cook the noodles and cook everything and then drain everything out with just slight bit of water left, and then I'm going to be using my soup packet to season everything. I did my research. I do my job. If I can call this a job. Doesn't really pay me anything. But I do it for my subscribers and the people who are watching. Thank you. Alright, looks like the noodles are cooked enough. So I'm going to be draining this. And there you go. Now here, we're going to be adding in a couple more stuff. I'm going to be adding in a little bit of soup seasoning. Not too much, because cheese is salty, chips are salty, and this is actually designed to have like a lot of water to flavor a lot of water. So I'm just going to put in just a pinch of this, just a touch. That much. And then I'm going to be adding in my cheese. Nice American sliced cheese. And then I'm going to be adding in my chips. Oh, alright, so look at this chip. Doesn't really seem that spicy. Just going to try this out. I can handle this. Just crush these up. Man, I really wish I had thought this through. Hands are clean. Now that everything's all done and every component supposed to be in is all in there, we're going to get to
Whoopie Whoppie.
Whoopie Whoppie. And one good thing about this is that if it needs more seasoning to be put in there for more flavoring, I could do that too. So I'm actually controlling the amount of sodium intake, and that's healthy for you, so that's good. Is it getting whoopie and whoppy? All right, I said this is enough whoopie whopping.
Whoopie Whoppie.
Time to serve it on plate and give it a bite. And there you have it. SN double OPD or double GC ramen. Big jerky and cheese mixture. And there you go. My God. I wholeheartedly agree that this recipe is actually much better when the noodles are not so soupy. How many times did I use that word today? Soupy.
Stop it. Get some help.
Tastes good, so doesn't matter. As I always say while watching the video, if I made you laugh or if I made you smile at least one time, my job is well done. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you try out the recipe. If you love it, great. Please leave it in a comment. If you have tried some other variations, if you didn't like it, I'm sorry. Please come back to the next video, and hopefully you like that one. I hope everybody has a wonderful day, a wonderful meal, warm stomach, and happy thoughts. I'll see you later. Bye-bye now.